Kelly Bolshinsky, Project Manager for the Seneca Bluffs Ecosystem Restoration Project. I'm very excited about this project. This project is going to restore the shoreline, protect the shoreline, and bring back the aquatic vegetation and life to the area. This project is important because this is from Buffalo, and we are the Army Corps of Engineers Buffalo District, and it's right in our hometown, and it's actually affecting things that live in our own community. We can see the changes, and we can feel like we're a part of that, and that's a very inspiring thing. So I'm very excited about this project. It's going to be a 5-year project, and the Corps is going to have multiple interactions and able to see this project all the way to the end. So it's going to be a good news story and a way that many people in the district can make a positive impact on our local area.
I'd like to welcome everybody to the Seneca Bluffs Ecosystem Restoration Project. Today's agenda we're just going to run through. We're going to have a few of the speakers. We're going to move over to the shovels and do a small groundbreaking. And after that we'll open it up for questions and allow the media to do their breakouts. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce our first speaker, Congressman Brian Higgins.
How are you? Thank you very much. The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, who does great work along our waterfront, and Jill Jedlicka from the Buffalo Niagara River Keeper, Mark Polenkars, our county executive, Pat Burke from the Erie County Legislature. This is just another great project funded partially through the Great Lakes Restoration Initiative, which is a very important program which has helped to finance the cleanup of this river and habitat restoration along it. Without that program, without the commitment of the federal government, these projects would not have been possible. And if you look back at the early days, the origins of the Clean Water, Clean Air Act, this river was declared ecologically destroyed, biologically dead. And because of the great work of Jill and Buffalo Niagara River Keeper and all of our partners here, this river has come back and continues toward its remediation. And you will see new uses, including swimming and the fish that are caught here safe for human consumption within the next several years. So I think it's a great restoration story. And the good thing is, while you see a renaissance occurring in Buffalo generally and along the waterfront, it doesn't mean anything unless it can find its way into those forgotten neighborhoods. And this is a great new iteration of river restoration, and attributed to the great work of everybody standing behind me. So another good day on Buffalo's waterfront. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Congressman. Next up we'll have U.S. Army Corps of Engineers Buffalo District Commander, Lieutenant Colonel Adam Chikansky.
Sir. All right, Adam.
Thanks, Andy. Good afternoon. The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers is honored to be part of the team that's responsible for delivering this ecosystem restoration project to the city of Buffalo. Seneca Bluffs Natural Habitat Park is unique in that it offers both aquatic and nearshore habitat in an urban environment. This project will both preserve and enhance that habitat through measures to restore wetlands, reduce erosion, treat invasive plant species along almost half a mile of Buffalo River shoreline. Great teams are responsible for great projects, and we've been fortunate enough to be part of a great team on this project, working with the City of Buffalo, Erie County, the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation, the U.S. EPA, and Buffalo Niagara River Keeper. We're also very appreciative of the strong support received from Congressman Higgins. We're proud to be part of the collective restoration efforts along the Buffalo River that include this project, but also include the submerged aquatic vegetation project that will address 2 additional sites, and also the work that we've done to remove more than 1 million cubic yards of contaminated sediment from the Buffalo River since 2011. We're honored to serve the community through our involvement in these projects and through our continued involvement in restoration efforts along Buffalo River. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Next up we have Erie County Executive, Mr. Mark Polenkars.
Thank you and good afternoon, everyone. It is my pleasure to be here today, joined with some staff from the Erie County Department of Environment and Planning, our Commissioner Tom Hersey, as well as our Deputy Commissioner for the Erie County Parks Department, Gregory Olma, as well as, of course, our friends that are here behind me, Congressman Higgins, Legislator Burke, Lieutenant Colonel, and of course Jill Jedlicka from Buffalo Niagara River Keeper. This is a county park. It is a natural habitat park. It is not what most people think of when they think of a park, which is you see swing sets and baseball diamonds, but it is a park. It's a natural park in the heart of the city of Buffalo. And actually Erie County owns multiple ones, in which right now there's a number of restoration projects going on, not just here at Seneca Bluffs, but also at Red Jacket Park, also off of the Buffalo River. And I want to thank our partners, especially starting with the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers and Congressman Higgins for securing the funding from the U.S. EPA, as well as our friends in the DEC for the funding that has helped us to turn what once was just basically a wasteland, so to speak, into a natural habitat setting that people come to enjoy. You see a sign over there that says for sale. That land was for sale. The county purchased it with assistance from others and closed on the deal at the end of last week. That sign will be coming down, and that area will be added as well to the Seneca Bluffs Natural Habitat Park. So I want to thank each and every one of our partners for making this happen, because we understand that while there may have been wrongs that were perpetuated against the environment in the past, working together we can correct those wrongs so that we have a better future for all, including not just our community but the environment that we live in. And I want to thank everybody for making this happen. While the restoration project goes on, this, like the Red Jacket Natural Habitat Park, will be shut down at least along the water's edge, so that the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers and their contractors can go in there and do what's necessary to restore this park. We want people to understand that this is their park, but while the work is going on, we ask that you let the contractors do their work so they can get this work done as quickly as possible, get it to the natural restorative purposes that we want it, and then we want you to come back and enjoy it after the work's done. Thank everyone.
Thank you, Mr. Poloncarz. Next up, we have Erie County Legislator, Mr. Pat Burke.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. County Executive.
I did.
Yeah. And Mr. Congressman. Anyone else? No. I really wish we had a before and after of what this park did look like, or what this acreage did look like, into what it looks like right now. The front was blighted. There was always suspected industry that was going to grow here, and the county has really taken a lead in changing that. So we purchased the front lot here that you see behind you, and really cleared it up and cleaned it up and created some curb appeal for the community. As the representative for this district, I appreciate the work that the county and the federal government and everyone has played a role in turning this area around. We've now, like the county executive said, purchased the remaining acres of this park, and we have a unique site that will hopefully bring people out and create another access point to the water that I know Congressman Higgins has been championing for his entire career. So I want to thank everyone for being here, and thank you for my partners in government.
Thank you. And last but not least, we have Buffalo Niagara River Keeper Executive Director, Ms. Jill Jedlicka.
Thank you. Thank you very much. There's a reason why the Buffalo River has become a global success story, literally. The reason is because of all these partners standing here. Riverkeeper is here today to celebrate the county's leadership, the Congressman's leadership, the Army Corps, all of our leaders that have come together. This is classic public, private, and nonprofit partnership. Because we've been so collaborative and successful and focused on the restoration of this river, there are other communities across this country and now around the world who are trying to emulate what we've done here in Buffalo. We can continue to be a model for restoration throughout the world, and even here in our own home community and our other waterways that need it. At the end of the day, for Seneca Bluffs, the restoration of this site, led by the county and the Army Corps, will provide a critical connector between the upper and the lower river. It'll not only benefit the fish and wildlife habitat and the stormwater and water quality, but it will also help enhance the quality of life for the people that live and use this river. I can't be more excited to be participating in the river restoration, and I'm very thankful and appreciative of the county and the Congressman's leadership on this project.
All right, at this time I'm going to ask the speakers to come up, grab a shovel.
What's that?
Andy was shining these all last night.
That's right.
We all did.
All right, so we're gonna put the shovels down.
All right. A little bit.
Yeah, in a little bit, look up. All right, pick it up and toss it.